Hi, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are continuing The Boys Season 2. This is episode 6, titled The Bloody Doors Off. Yeah, it's probably referring to like a song title or something from the comics, like most of the other titles they have been doing. And the last one, another crazy episode, and just with that crazy ending between Homelander and Stormfront, and them, hooking up violently and just laser my fucking tits and all that shit. That was something to witness. And another thing with Homelander from that episode, with the crowd, and he like they got us there. Like we thought that was for real, that he was killing all of these people, but thankfully it was just in his head and something that he sort of wanted to do, but he didn't do it. Otherwise, that would have had huge consequences for what's going on in the story and everything. But yeah, unless you have anything really.
I'm just in a state of my mind and state of life where I'm very happy. So if I'm a little bit confused, it's just because I'm battling a lot of happy emotions right now, and it's yeah.
That's a good thing, and it's kind of a like it's different from sometimes when we start these videos and you have an injury or like you have a headache or something, like it's more in the it's more negative, whereas this is a very, very positive thing. So yeah, I'm just happy about that as well. But let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions where you can sync up the reaction with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for shows such as Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And here we go. Strong sexual content.
Whoa, okay.
Where was that in the last one? Yeah, Maeve went to the deep. They're maybe plotting something. Oh, 8 years ago.
So you're Betty White?
Oh, what a fucking question. Of course I'm Betty White. Now,
Whoa.
who wants to rob a bank?
Fuck yeah.
All right, I'm back to the present.
I need this trip out now.
I understand, but even though you've been covered with entrails, many a person is not see maman.
Even a see maman.
This might sting a little.
With a couple of napkins.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay.
Oof.
Seems like he's getting it though. Yep.
Bonjour, my little spy.
What are they gonna do with the tracker? Put it somewhere, or like, because they can't just destroy it.
Howdy-ho, buckaroo.
Oh, this guy's fucked.
Ah, yeah, okay, damn.
These two, fuck.
Hey.
Fuck.
Rats are like Pokemon with the Hep C.
So you back?
Oh.
Never go into shark-infested waters without chum.
No shame whatsoever.
Nope.
It's like, yeah, we're gonna use you as bait. Or if anything goes wrong, we're just gonna throw you to the sharks.
Brave Maeve Pride Box, because you can't be proud on an empty stomach.
Did you find it?
No, sorry. No black box. But told a couple of my
Oh, yeah, the plane.
and they found this.
Oh.
Isn't it lit? Your very own anthem. Maybe you could bust out Prince's guitar for the video.
I had to sell Prince's guitar.
At least it hopefully went to someone who deserves it.
Well, then, guess you don't need his help.
Whose?
Whose help?
Judging
Would
the...
you like a fresca?
Damn.
He's having him drink the lemonade.
The Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid, sorry. Yeah.
It's a pyramid scheme, basically.
Sorry, there's a very annoying fly in here.
Don't get cool.
I never do.
Except for that one time last season? Or, okay, 8 years ago.
Weaponized Xanax.
Ah, it's when he got recruited.
I'll let you surprise me wherever you want.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay.
What did you have in mind? Whoa, he's actually being sort of romantic. Flowers.
Is he in love, perhaps?
I have no idea what's going on with that man. Don't. Butcher.
Don't.
How do you think the rest of the boys would have reacted to that? Like, come on. You get in. Yeah.
Here.
Nope.
What is your problem with me?
You're a Supe.
I ain't got no problem with you, love.
Really? You're just a bigot and a bully. I know another guy just like that. He's got a flag for a cape.
Stop.
What the Shit.
Oh, fuck me. Huey, call him now.
Well, she lied to Homelander.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Hmm?
Ant-Man?
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, they got a bunch of Supes locked up.
Fuck is all of this?
God damn. Brother's got a love sausage.
Okay.
That orderly Stormfront's with. He look familiar to you?
That's the guy she was talking to on the phone.
I think we are getting close.
Well, I'm not doing any more of these stupid pet tricks until I talk to my sister.
We'll work something out.
Lamplighter?
Lamplighter.
Yeah.
It's fucking Lamplighter.
Fuck. Something's gonna go wrong.
And she notices.
Don't fucking. No, Frenchie.
Stop looking.
Wait, isn't that the actor who played Iceman in X2?
You remember that extra helping of Kraft, shells and cheese that I snuck you?
He's afraid of her.
Yeah.
I like you.
What can she do? Oh.
Shit.
Telekinesis.
Yeah. Something like Kenshi, but
Much more powerful.
she can just squish stuff, at least.
You can burn us. But she's a Supe. All you're gonna do is piss her off. So why don't we all just calm down and live through this motherfucker?
Oh shit! Oh fuck.
This can come.
Fuck that shit. shit! Huey!
Huey.
You all right?
Fine.
Huey, Huey.
Ah!
What about the others?
They're on their own.
Fuck. So insecure about a lot of things. And yeah, he burned it.
Ashley?
He burned the whole thing?
Okay. Don't you dare tell me you haven't found Starlight yet.
Come on now. Why would you need to explain anything to me?
Was that a bit of, you know,
Like she's afraid of him, or?
I think A-Train sabotaged me my entire career. What? Well, you do think you're better than me.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
We got ourselves a good old truth exchange.
He's beautiful.
all the drugs?
You were tailing me the night that I torched those kids. So why didn't you stop me?
If he's dead.
No. These kids.
Yeah.
Strippers ain't really my kind of Hershey's, with or without nuts. But thinking about doing a golf trip.
Please don't pretend like you have a choice. I'll look forward to your call.
What did they have on him?
Dead?
Oh no.
Stay back.
Whoa! Okay, put the gun down.
I said stay back.
I said, put it down.
Oh no, shit.
Yep, he did.
No. I actually didn't know that she like needed electricity around her. Oh, fuck's sake.
You watch them burned alive, crying for their mama. If that's not an animal, then what is, huh?
I didn't know! He was supposed to be your boss. Why didn't you stop me?
Good question.
Because he wanted him to go too far? So that they had something on him?
You know what I was thinking when I was looking at him? Why'd you pull the gun, you stupid fuck? That's all.
Well, yeah, that guy pulling the gun certainly didn't help. Like, guns never de-escalate situations, really.
Did he live? Your friend? Oui. But I never saw him again. And then he died a few months later, another overdose.
Are you serious? Frenchie, we wouldn't let you off the hook.
What makes you think I want to be let off the hook?
Shit.
No.
Fuck is that? Oh, it's the penis.
Oh no, ew.
It's the fucking penis. And she knocked him out.
Oh god.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
He's okay.
That's his fucking dick.
Don't be so close-minded.
Oh, he's just freaked the fuck out. Oh shit, it's her.
Shit, oh no.
Don't mess with that one. Okay, that didn't work. Oh.
Uh-oh. This is not good.
The kid shampoo he uses. Smell it. And his Axe body spray. Oh, I mean,
Every morning, he slavers his bum with creamy dessert.
no.
I fucking swear to God, he's got rashes down there.
I don't want to know that.
Aw, they're bonding by making fun of Huey.
Yeah.
He's too good for either of us.
He's your canary.
Low stitch, but Huey's okay.
Oh, man. Hey, tell Butcher about the thick penis around your neck.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Why isn't this man restrained?
You'd be doing me a favor. Do it. You cannot punish him as much as he punishes himself.
What exactly are you proposing we do with him?
My daughter. I was born in 1919 in Berlin.
Oh. What?
The other races are grinding us down and taking what is rightfully ours, but we can fight back. And you will be the man who will lead us. So I love you with all of my heart. And that is the truth.
The fuck is he gonna do? Okay. It was either that or something violent.
Can it be both?
Sure.
Oh, she survived.
Huh. Stormfront, like, incapacitated her. Why didn't they keep her there then? Huh. Just let her walk. That was some episode. Again. The fuck. So that was episode 6. We only got 2 more to go. Whew. A lot of revelations in this one. Yeah, a lot of character stuff, like delving into character motivations, people bonding and not bonding, and yeah, getting to know some pasts, like what happened in the past with some of these people, especially Frenchie and Lamplighter. I did not expect for us to be able to get into like what's up with the Lamplighter and why, like, who he is and what happened, because we knew beforehand that he killed Mallory's grandchildren. We heard about that all the way back at the start of season 1, I believe. But in this one, we actually found out what happened and what he's been dealing with.
Yeah, and ever since he got retired, like, that was no retirement of choice. That was retirement of force. By force.
Yeah. And yeah, you can just, this guy, and he's just been tormented by this for so long now that he... yeah, and he's just been doing this thing, working at this place, and burning the evidence. And with the evidence, I'm pretty sure they mean burn the subjects when they fail.
We saw that.
Yeah, and we saw that. So he's just been doing that, just taking orders still, but not being in the 7. But was it confirmed that he was forcefully removed from the 7?
No, but we see the way we also has. I think it was a bit connected with, because we saw A-Train and how he's been, how the
phasing him out.
Yeah, the decoupling of A-Train from the 7.
Yeah,
and I think this was a good way of showing just like where he's gonna end, because it feels like they still have a lot of control over him, where he ends up. And I think, yeah, especially with Lamplighter, it was a bit like a disgraceful resignation.
Yeah, or maybe he kind of wanted to resign himself, or he didn't want to be in the field as much, or he confronted them and said, I don't want to do this anymore, and then they threatened him with some stuff and told him, like, we're okay, you're not a part of the 7 anymore, but we're still going to keep you at this facility where you're going to do stuff for us just on the low key, so and not dealing with innocent people anymore necessarily, because that really took a toll on him. And I didn't kind of I've been thinking about, with Lamplighter and when we were going to get into to him as a character, and that maybe there was gonna be more to him and more to this whole situation with him burning Mallory's grandchildren, if it was on purpose or not.
And what the whole Frenchie situation was.
Yes. Why
we knew that-
Frenchie didn't stop him, and we knew that was a big problem, like with him and MM at the start of last season as well. Like they did not want to work together, or MM did not want to work with Frenchie because he blamed him for what happened to Mallory's grandchildren, and Frenchie didn't tell them anything about it because he thought that.
He was not supposed to atone for his sins.
No, he didn't even, he didn't want to forgive himself either. So why would he want anyone else to do so? 'Cause, yeah.
And when he was speaking to Mallory about Lamplighter, saying all these, Mallory, don't kill him, he's already tormenting himself, and he's the one who's doing the tormenting. I think it was basically just speaking about himself right there. And we also saw that with when he talked with Kimiko. I'm trying to. I've been seeing you my out of my own torment. If I could save you, then maybe I
could save myself in a way. Yeah.
And and so I think that whole speech he made to Mallory was just straight out of it was pure projection. And was speaking on his own behalf.
Definitely, and he could then also see, okay, if I'm feeling like this, and if Lamplighter as well, he could definitely there's a connection there, and he could understand what Lamplighter was feeling. And once again, it's just them going to the facility and then bumping into Lamplighter. I did not see the situation playing out the way it did with them actually working with Lamplighter. And then at first, he just burned someone in cold blood again. And then he said a couple of times, I just like burning people. Maybe I just like burning people. But that was more of a facade, I think, once we got to know what was actually going on with him. So, But it's still it was a bit of a misdirection for me, at least, where I went, okay, so maybe he's just an asshole who just likes to burn people. But then we got into it with him, and no, it was not on purpose. I did not know that the children were going to be there. I thought it was going to be Mallory. It was too late once the screaming started. But and then he, with Frenchie, if you knew it, then why didn't you stop us? And then we got the whole flashback, and I'm very glad that we did so, because it just gives so much more insight into Frenchie as a character who's we both
I fucking love him, and it's the more I know about him, the more I love him. And he seems like such a genuinely good guy who was just stranded in a bad situation and hooked on drugs, being a drug dealer. We knew that. Well, we also knew that he came to the country and didn't know the language, didn't know anyone, didn't know anything.
Had a tough upbringing as well with his father.
And the only solace he had found when he got to America was apparently the Golden Girls.
Yes.
So that was kind of
that was a nice little thing. And also, him talking about the Golden Girls and what they meant to him. And I don't know if it's a mirror thing with Butcher and the Spice Girls and with Becca, and I don't know, but we got to know more about his past, and also that he's been in this world with drugs and weapons, and they were robbing a bank, but he also apparently knew how to deal with Supes, or at least fight them and injure them, and that's why Mallory approached him and then recruited him. But I'm just glad that he got to some sort of self-realization during this episode. The fact that he doesn't need to try and save Kimiko just to save himself, and what it's all about, and what he's been dealing with, and the feelings, and then him coming and just telling MM and the others about why, what happened that night with Mallory's grandchildren. It was good to see him get that out, and then maybe he can start to move on a little bit more, even though he's probably still blaming himself a lot, and he's gonna keep doing that, and this inner torment that Lamplighter is also dealing with. But hey, what the fuck's what are they gonna do with Lamplighter now? Is he gonna, become some sort of undercover soup for them again? And what did they have on him back then? Because like they brought him in and then told him like, you are going to be our mole at Vought and tell us everything that's going on with the soups and Homelander in particular. So yeah, it's what did they have on him back then, and what are they going to do with him now? That's really interesting.
Yeah, so he's not an entirely good guy for sure. I do believe he has his morals. He's not as corrupt and crazy and out of line as Homelander, for example. But he's definitely showed some sort of regret and emotion, like humanity.
Yes, he showed some humanity, which is not something that we see all the time with these soups. And from what we'd heard about Lamplighter, we weren't expecting so much humanity from that guy. But I'm glad we got it. He's an interesting character, and I also said it out loud. Like he's played by the guy who played Iceman in X-Men 2. Bobby, that was his real name, that character. And it's just funny that he played Iceman in another superhero property, and in this one he's Lamplighter, and is especially because he another character from X2 was Pyro, and they kind of became rivals. And Pyro's powers is exactly like Lamplighter, and even with the Supe lighter as well, using that to create the flames and all that. So it was just a fun little meta thing there, I think.
But we know they're doing stuff like this.
Yeah. All the time. A lot of comments on real superhero properties. Not that this property isn't real, but it's very meta in its approach and everything, and dismantling everything about being a superhero. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about this facility and what happened there. There were a lot of different kinds of soups with different powers. Some very dangerous, like this one lady with the power to just squish people and objects. Cindy, that was her name? Yeah, okay, Cindy. She was pretty dangerous. And then like from her and then to someone like the dude with the very long, stretchy penis.
That was a very serious case of elephantitis.
Yeah. And I think we even saw him, or his
we did,
penis on the on some of the security footage. And I thought, because it was such a quick thing and then it was gone, I thought it was gonna be something like Ezekiel. We've seen him before with like the stretchy limbs, or it was gonna be like a Mr. Fantastic sort of thing from Fantastic Four. But it wasn't an arm, it wasn't a leg, it was...
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that thing once it grabbed out when they broke out, and I was a little bit like, "What is that? Oh no, that's not. What is that?
What is that?" Yeah, it didn't dawn on me until it was in the scene where it was wrapped around
and
neck,
and you could see the head just poking.
Yeah. Not circumcised.
Nope.
Man, and just the way MM reacted when he realized, what the fuck was that? His penis wrapped around my and Frenchie just teasing him with it. Of course he is.
I'll be open-minded.
Be open-minded, yeah. That was a good one. But yeah, what they're doing at this facility is essentially testing out new versions of the compound V, so that they will be able to just inject it into any adult, and they will have stable superhero powers, because apparently it's way easier to do with kids, with babies, but they want to be able to create an army, and that is what then Stormfront talked about in the end. Create an army so that they can get on top again and create a new Nazi empire. Like, what is that? What they're going for? 'Cause
that was the original plan.
Yeah, they really tied it back to the Nazis, because she was born in 1919, so she's 100 years old, and it was her daughter that died. I don't think we actually talked about that, in front of the camera, but I think we talked about it at one point, whether or not, if it actually was her grandmother, or just her mother, or maybe her daughter. because we didn't know how old she was. We just knew about her being Lady Liberty, and she was active in the 70s, so she had to be at least, yeah.
And of course, people have been spoiling about her background as like in the comics.
Oh yeah, yeah. As soon as we found out that she, like, the character that she's playing from the comics is, they changed a lot about the character, the gender as well, for example, but still keeping the core thing about, the character's very old and an actual fucking Nazi who was alive back then and in the room with Himmler and Goebbels and Frederick Vought, who was he's the guy who created this whole Compound V thing, and she was the first one, the very first person who was successfully became a Supe, and then they must have I'm thinking they like upgraded her powers later on, because when she was Lady Liberty, it didn't seem like she was as strong, and she didn't use the lightning powers back then, but maybe she's always had them and she's always been this fucking deadly. But she still seems sort of afraid of Homelander in a way.
I think because what we saw in this one, that she told about her past, but she also told just how much that she loves him. So I don't know if it's like that she's afraid, like afraid of his powers, afraid of what he's going to do to her. I think it's more like she's so afraid of losing another loved one, because everyone she has ever loved, they're dead, because she
they're
just lives on. Yeah. And perhaps it's like she loves him so much that she's just so afraid of losing him.
And he's the perfect guy, like perfect
For
specimen
her,
for her. Yeah, exactly. Just the way that he looks, obviously, and then his powers, and just she's building him up to become the leader of this new Nazi movement. But once again, what's the connection there between this whole Nazi and the races and all that shit, and then Stan Edgar? Like, why is he approving of this, if he is, and how much does he know? That's still a bit of a mystery that I'm sure we'll get more into. Like, his character Edgar is still, I find him very intriguing, especially because we don't know everything about him. We just know that he's on top, and he's not intimidated by Homelander at all. So yeah, this is just waiting for the show to reveal more about him. But it seems like Homelander is going to buy into all of this. I was a bit not nervous for Stormfront, because I wouldn't mind if she got hurt, because she's a horrible person. But I was afraid for, like, what was his reaction going to be in the end there? Was he going to just break her, even though she told him that he can't break her that easily, at least, or what was going to happen? And then he just kissed her. So they're going to get into, just like what happened at the end of last episode, most likely. But he is one insecure motherfucker with the flowers.
Yep.
and just, oh no, it took more than 20 minutes. What's going on? And then he starts doubting her and like spying on her and everything, and getting so angry that he burns down his own fucking trailer, and like it seems like he almost burned down like part of the set and the crew and Ashley as well. Like, yeah, fuck, dude, you have so many issues.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm not saying that I condone his action. I'm just saying I kind of understand why, because everybody's been lying to him. He's even said it like so many times. No more lying. And
he's tired of that shit.
Yeah, and so I do understand like why he's constantly second guessing people's actions, because he's been lied to his whole life. Yeah, and it hurts, and he's always experienced it and never experienced like
a lot of love necessarily.
Neither love nor truth. Fullness.
Yeah.
So it's just I totally get it. And when you're very jealous and very insecure, or when you're very insecure, you become very jealous very quickly, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Very much. And he
not
even
good.
got to a point in one of the previous episodes where he's like, I don't need everybody to love me. But I do think like he wants Stormfront to love him at least, and that's why he kind of he lost it in this one, and still dealing with so much, and he's so damaged as an individual, and we know that from everything that with his upbringing, and yeah, it's just you never know exactly what he's going to do, but yeah, understanding him and understanding why he's doing things. Yeah, that's condoning his actions or something. Like, we're definitely not doing that, but yeah, we get sometimes why he's acting the way that he is. And then we got Huey, Annie, and Butcher. Those three went on a little bit of a side thing here because of what happened to Huey. Like, fuck, one of those guys, he got out, and yeah, like, it's understandable why he didn't trust them to not hurt him, and like he's been locked up for I don't know how long, and mistreated.
This seemed more like an accident to me.
Yeah.
Because it was not stable. The compound V was not stable, so I don't think he could control it. It felt a bit like he was kind of relaxing around them, and then suddenly he burst.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
So for me, it looked more like an accident.
Okay. So, but either way, yeah. The outcome was that he did that, and then knocked over the car with Huey in it. And at first, it didn't really look like he got hurt, but then we saw he had a piece of metal or something in his stomach. Fuck yeah. But it created an opportunity for Starlight and Butcher to bond a little bit, or at least get to know each other a little bit better. Even though like it was still really fucking tragic when they went and tried to commandeer a vehicle and couldn't do it, and like they were trying to do the whole we're FBI and all that, but they couldn't produce any IDs, and the guy was asking the right questions, and I totally get why he was like, I can drive you there, like you don't have to take my car, we're in the middle of nowhere, please don't take my car. But then he also pulled a gun on them because he had a gun in the glove box, which the only thing that did was escalate the situation. So that was probably a mistake on his part, and yeah, we know how it then ended for him. And Butcher telling Starlight like you didn't have a choice in the matter, like he was aiming a gun at you. But yeah, man, like it's when you're in that situation and like one person is holding a gun and aiming it, and the other, like another person is also like Butcher also had a gun and was ready to pull it out, and Annie with her powers, and it was just someone was going to get hurt. So yeah, adding guns to an already fucked up situation with trying to get the car, that it did not help at all. And that's just I know it's not a total black and white thing, but I would argue that in most situations, adding guns, that it will never result in de-escalation. It will only escalate, and it will only get worse from there. But thankfully, they managed to get Huey to a hospital, and he's on the mend. It's gonna take some days, even though Butch is saying we don't have time for that. But yeah, man, it's a good thing. He like of course he's going to, like, I wasn't expecting for Huey to die right here at all. But it did, as I said, create an opportunity for Butcher and Annie to bond a little bit and get to know each other a little bit more, and talk back and forth, both with it's being a little bit rough with each other, but also when they were at the hospital and Annie smelled Huey's hair, and it was this this children's shampoo and the Axe body spray, and yeah, that was nice. At least that was a nice little scene that they, because that's what they have in common, Butcher and Annie. They both really care about Huey, and they know that he's such a pure person, and he's way too pure for them and for this world and what they're doing. But he's also important to them and important for their humanity. And as we know, the whole canary thing.
But it also kind of showed us a story about it at the start. In the start, where they were bickering, Butcher and Annie, they were bickering a lot about, Butcher not liking Annie, basically. And then Annie kind of said, like, first off, she straight out compared Butcher to Homelander.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't go that far.
And then, she said she would never be like him, and they would never. They're not alike. Butcher and her, they're not alike, and she's nothing like him. But then it happened with the poor father and with the car, and she admitted that she actually didn't even feel that bad about it.
Oh yeah.
Because she would have cried for him, but at this point it was not really like. Now she just basically felt that he was being stupid for pulling a gun, and that was basically the only thing she thought.
Yeah, it was just another person in their way.
Yeah, and when they finally got to the hospital with Huey, and they bond a bit about how absolutely quirky and wonderful. I love it when people, they're quirky and have their small quirks, like his shampoo and his specific body spray, and that he's in a certain way, and he has his Billy Joel thing and everything. He's just
and a rash on the ass.
Yeah, exactly. Like all these small things that makes Huey such a unique individual and such a lovable person. I love stuff like that. And then she actually just admitted straight out, well, he's too good for either of us. So even it was basically just admitting that, well, Butcher, you're bad, and possibly not. I would not say I'm possibly as bad as you are, but we're both not good. Basically, just what they said. And then that Huey was like this little ray of light and
hope.
Goodness, and as you say, the a sliver of humanity they have left.
Yeah.
At this very cynical and dark world that we live in.
Yeah. And you said it like in the car there when she was talking about the guy and what she felt when she unfortunately killed him, that she didn't really feel bad for him in the same way that she would have before, and he was kind of in the way, and that's when I think, Butcher, he was kind of like, okay, we have more in common than you may think, because that's also like he's just been on the warpath for such a long time that when someone's in the way and you're just focusing on the mission and you have to take them out, like you start to not care after a long while, like who you're hurting to complete your mission. So it's just, he could definitely see her going down the same path that he's been on for so long.
Yeah, and then we had a bit of a subplot building with the Deep and A-Train and the Deep and Maeve, and
the Deep is recruiting A-Train into this the Church of the Collective, and we even got to meet like the head of the church, Jeremiah. What was his name? Alistair. Wow, Jeremiah. That was way off. Alistair. Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
Did you notice the shot? I don't know why, but I got like crazy Xavier School for Gifted Children or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah.
There was like that shot where you saw this huge mansion and a little Church of the Collective sign, and I don't know if it was on purpose. But I just got so many like Xavier
vibes. Yeah. Right, not from Alistair himself. Like, no. Him and Xavier, they're definitely not alike. But from the school itself, it had a very Xavier's school for gifted children, I think. Yeah, that one. That was a neat little reference, I think.
And then Maeve trying to she basically recruited the Deep to find the train. No, not train. We just talked about A-Train. Sorry. The plane that went down.
Yes, and he was looking for the black box because that is what you want to find to see what happened with the plane exactly. Couldn't find it, but he did find a GoPro that someone was filming a little goodbye message on, and we even got to see the video with Elaine when Elena she found it, and then she obviously got upset about watching that. It's a very tough thing to watch. And Maeve, she was telling her, like, this is what I'm going to use to either get Homelander off our backs as a leverage, or I'm going to go to CNN and then we'll see what happens. So she is committed. Like, she's going to do something to get rid of Homelander, or at least so that her and Elena they can live peacefully. I don't think that it's gonna be that easy at all. But now they have it. They have footage. They have proof of what happened on that plane. But Maeve also left those people, even though it's clear in the video that she wanted to bring some people, and Homelander is telling her no. She still did it. So if she leaks it to CNN or something like that, then that's also gonna fall on her. So I don't know. The best I would guess that what she wants, or the best outcome for her and Elena from how she's seeing it, is if she can just use it as leverage for Homelander, and just as a thing that she then has on him. But that's also very risky. So yeah, it's just.
I just feel like because we know of. And we now have confirmed Stormfront's identity and past. She will not. If Homelander is threatened in any way, I am pretty sure that's going to be the end for Maeve.
Yeah, if Stormfront finds out.
Yeah,
as well.
That's what I mean. I honestly don't think that Homelander cares, and I feel like that's how it's going to go down. That Stormfront's going to,
take out Maeve, or try to at least. Damn. I hope not. But you never fucking know with this show, and only 2 episodes left, so it's gonna go down definitely. There's a lot to still come, and I'm sure we're gonna end with sort of a cliffhanger thing. It's not gonna be just a nice little, bow on the end of the season, and then it's there's so much still to come with this whole story, and with the addition of some new characters in this one, or characters that we've heard about before, but then joining more and more, and it's very good entertainment, and it's hard sometimes to keep everything that's going on, and just keep track of everything, but yeah, doing our best. Do you have anything else you want to?
Nope.
All right.
I am completely fried. I've been up since 5, so.
Well, my brain is fried now as well. So that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of The Boys Season 2, Episode 6. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.